Happy Halloween and welcome to the Wrestling Rundowns, episode 125. We're a little different, so if, we hope.
Wait, what?
Wait, do you always look like that?
Oh no!
You did.
I got the paint going on.
Yeah. It's
my Sting mashup.
Yeah, it's the Surfing Crow and Donk the Clown. Just keeping with the wrestling theme, getting into the holiday theme. Happy Halloween. We're going to be talking about the indie news. And if you caught us last week, we've only got one result. Yeah. And that's Ring of Honor. So if any of you plan on watching that this weekend, or this coming Wednesday, comment, click to the time below, and skip right to our upcoming shows. But for now, let's talk about some Ring of Honor, which was a fairly quick show. We had Donovan Dijak destroy a guy named Danny Miles. Ended up hitting Feast Your Eyes on him 3 times because the crowd was chanting for it. And the main thing about this was Prince Nana was upset with the way the match at All-Star Extravaganza went, saying that Donovan Dijak didn't give up, it wasn't a submission, and so as upset as he is, he plans on having Donovan Dijak prove his dominance as he continues on through Ring of Honor.
Absolutely.
We saw that there were some issues between the Motor City Machine Guns and Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Bullet Club taking some shots, calling them the Fragile City Machine Guns.
Yeah, this is coming after the fact that they had Ladder War 6 and then wrestled against... who did they wrestle against?
Last
week's ROH.
I cannot remember.
They were wrestling against Los Ingobernables.
Yeah. Evil and Naito.
Yeah. So and then they're like, you guys are still beat up.
Well,
and it's had a match, and then literally they just machine guns started punching the Young Bucks.
Yeah, it was a big old brawl, so that's causing issues for those. Speaking of tag teams, we had the Addiction, who were supposed to return to action for the first time since Ladder War to take on the Briscoes, but they were far too messed up. Just stitches everywhere. Neither of them looking like they were in very good shape. And this was Kazarian ran this whole promo, putting over the Briscoes, but really putting over Christopher Daniels, who said nothing. Christopher Daniels just stood there, very stoic, it looked like he was about to just explode and beat the crap out of somebody. But it was essentially saying that they've sacrificed their body so many times, and as much as they they still showed up to the building. As much as they'd like to compete, they're definitely not in any capacity to do so. So they're going to take the night off.
Well, you know what it is too is with Daniels, he had that promo before Ladder Wars.
Yeah.
Basically saying that this was the last chance for them to leave their mark.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, and now that they didn't come out the winners.
Yeah, saying that if he didn't retain the tag titles, he didn't have anything. There wasn't anything left. So the Briscoes were ready for action, and so instead of challenging the Addiction, they decided they wanted to go straight to the gold, and they challenged the Young Bucks. They didn't get the Young Bucks.
No, Bullet Club, though.
They did get Bullet Club, they did get a champion, that being the world champion, Adam Cole, baby, and Hangman Page ended up accepting that challenge. And we had a pretty rough and tumble tag team match. The Briscoes throwing them around, throwing themselves around.
Yeah.
Just some nasty offense from the Briscoes, which was eventually, it was reciprocated with a title belt to the face of Jay Briscoe, causing the Bullet Club to get disqualified. And as they started to bring in chairs to do a total beatdown on the Briscoes, Red Dragon, who are obviously having issues with Adam Page and the Bullet Club as a whole, came down with chairs of their own, made a very slow save, but Bobby Fish last week got his ribs pretty much crushed with a chair about 6 or 7 times.
Kyle O'Reilly's shoulder.
Kyle O'Reilly's still messed up, from last week and from All-Star Extravaganza. So, needless to say, they didn't make it down very fast, but they did, in fact, stop the Bullet Club from beating them down. So we'll probably get I would imagine we'll probably get some sort of 8-man tag match here.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Coming up soon, so we'll see where that goes. Speaking of the Bullet Club, next week their 6-man tag team will go in against Matt Taven's New Kingdom. So we'll see who the 2 new members of the Kingdom are next week. And we had a quick promo before our main event. Jay Lethal pretty much saying that he appreciates that Adam Cole did everything he could to get the championship, but Jay Lethal will make sure that he does everything in his power to get it back and be a 2-time ROH champion.
He's determined, and he likes the fact that he's bald now.
Yeah. So he actually thanked Adam Cole for shaving his head. So let bygones be bygones, I guess.
Yeah.
And then our main event was the second round match of the
first semifinals.
Yeah. Whoever wins this is going straight to the finals. We had ACH, Kushida, and Jay White taking on the Cabinet, and boy is Caprice Coleman annoying.
Yeah.
He just likes to scream and make his voice as shrill as possible, and that was the majority of what I saw from the Cabinet.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you paid attention to any of my reactions during talking about ROH, you know I'm not that big of a fan of the Cabinet.
Yeah, no, he's,
This didn't help their case at all, for me. And even for who they are, it just wasn't a strong showing.
Yeah, no, and that's like all three of them are really good talents.
Yeah, I felt like for me, like Rhett Titus had like the best offense.
Yeah, Kenny King had a good spot against ACH.
Yeah.
Which it's hard to have a bad spot against ACH.
Hard to have a bald spot.
Yeah. But yeah. The most notes we can make about the Cabinet is that Caprice Coleman screamed a lot. Whereas the other team, I'm still not sold on Jay White, but I love ACH, and he was kicking ass, so it was fun to watch that. And it was fun to watch ACH get the win over Caprice Coleman, as we had Kushida and Jay White both dive out and take out both members of All Night Express. So it was like poetic justice for us. We had to listen to Caprice Coleman scream for about 15 minutes, and then I got to watch my favorite guy in the match pick up the win over Caprice Coleman.
Good job, ACH.
So ACH, Kushida, and Jay White move
that.
on to the finals. We have two more matches. We have Bullet Club versus Kingdom, and then we have Team CMLL versus The Addiction and Kamaitachi. Those are our next two matches. The winners of those will go to the other final spot. So we'll start seeing who's going to be on the other side of the bracket next week.
Heck yeah.
But that is it for Ring of Honor. That is it for our results. We don't have any news because the biggest news in wrestling this week was how screwed up the TNA situation is. Not a whole lot of...
Short answer? Quite a bit.
It's fucked up.
Yep.
So we're going to go right into our last segment, which is upcoming shows, which we have a lot because we haven't had any to talk about for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to talk about stuff real fast because ROH is starting their Survival of the Fittest. They're going to be doing the entire tournament in a 2-day thing this week. We got a bunch of qualifiers on night 1 in Arlington, Texas. So we have, for qualifiers, we have a 4-corner survival match where Mysterioso Jr., Hangman Page, Leo Rush, and Show will face off. We have a triple...
Part of the Tempura Boys.
Yeah. We have a triple threat qualifier where we'll have Dalton Castle, Rhett Titus, and Chris Sabin go at it. That should be fun.
Dalton.
We have a one-on-one Survival of the Fittest qualifier. Donovan Dijak taking on Jax Dane. That's hashtag Hoss fight right there.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Jax Dane, he's a former partner of Ray Rowe, and they make a scary tag team. They have a good promo of him on their Facebook page.
What, 6'8"?
He's big.
I don't know if he's 6'8". He's 6 foot something big. He's heavy big, and he's a machine of hitting people and beating them. He's the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, he's scary. And then we also have one more singles match, one more triple threat, and one more 4-corner survival with no announced participants yet.
All right, well, I'm putting my money down right now. Dalton Castle to take the whole thing, baby.
All right.
This is going to be the year of the peacock.
I'm cool with that. We also have non-tournament matches where we'll have the The Briscoes take on War Machine, and we'll also have...
That increases my odds that all 4 of those guys are out.
Yeah. And then we also have Kyle O'Reilly versus Christopher Daniels.
That helps, too, that those guys are out as well.
And then on night 2, everyone who qualifies in those 6 matches will go to the finals.
The survival match.
In non-tournament action on night 2, we'll also see a no-rules tag team match between Shane Taylor and Keith Lee taking on War Machine.
War Machine.
So
busy weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be a big old match with a lot of violence in it. So
starts on my birthday.
Yep. Starts on Kevin's birthday, wraps up the day after. We'll probably be seeing it pop up on TV over the course of the next couple months.
I hope so.
So we'll keep you updated on that. But from now, Kevin, you got a lot to talk about, man.
I got to, so I'm going to try and go in a sort of quick fashion.
In 3,
so I don't
2,
talk your ears
1.
off. I got to find my mobile device because I have the very last of my events is on my mobile device.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so we got the 4th. That's this upcoming Friday.
That's the day after his birthday.
Yeah. We got AAW's Never Say Die coming at you from Marionette Park, Illinois. We don't have all the matches announced, but they do say that Matt Hardy will be making his AAW debut. The champion, Sami Callihan, is going to be there. The Heritage champion, AR Fox, is going to be there. Lots of talented people are going to be there, along with Prince Mustafa Ali versus Zack Sabre Jr.
That'll be cool.
Phoenix versus Desmond Xavier. Chuck Taylor and Dan Barry versus Davey Vega and Matt Fidget. And Congo Kong versus Jeff Cobb.
Nice. Dang, that's a big match.
There's also going to be Attack Pros Goosebumps 4.
Yep.
With the first time ever meeting between Mark Andrews and Splits McPins.
Yep, our favorite
as
Indian.
well as a tag team match pitting Pete Dunne and Nixon Duell versus Martin Kirby and El Ligero.
Alright.
Then we're going to have Shine 38 from Ybor City, Florida.
We got a full card for this one.
Yeah, we've got the ACW Women's Championship on the line as Arya Blake defeats, I'm predicting, I guess.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Defends against Brandy Lauren.
Alright.
Priscilla Kelly will take on Chelsea Diamond. Tracy Taylor versus Ms. Rachel. Leva Bates versus Jessie Belle Smothers. Rhea O'Reilly versus Rachel Ellering. Jamie Jameson takes on Raquel. Soraya Knight takes on Sue Young. We have a tag team match with Thea Trinidad and Amanda C. Rodriguez taking on Amber O'Neil and Kennedy Brink.
At Team C4.
Yeah. With the no DQ match, highly anticipated match between Andrea and Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Martinez is not a person I want to be in a no DQ match against. She looks mean. We have a number 1 contenders match. Allison Kay goes against LuFisto. And in the main event, the championship is on the line as Ivelisse defends against Jessica Craven. Vanessa Craven. Jessica.
Were you trying to go Jessica Havoc?
I might have been. She's later in the card. Not this card, but a later card. And then we start AIW's Double Dare Tag Team Tournament.
Yeah.
We've got a couple matches already announced and a lot of other teams that don't have announced matches yet. We're going to have the Headhunters versus Lucky 13 and Eric Ryan from Combat Zone Wrestling. We're going to have Weird World versus the Jollyville Fuckets.
That's awesome.
Twerk Team versus Massage NV. That's going to get sleazy. And the FBI versus IOU.
Lots of initials.
Yeah. Other teams that are announced for this, but who haven't been put in matches yet. The Devastation Corporation, To Infinity, Steve Payne and Gringo Loco, EYFBO from Beyond, Psychosexual Panic, Space Justice, that's Space Monkey and Dick Justice.
I think they got that.
Crime Time.
Yeah, that's what interests me the most, is that Crime Time's going to be on it.
And then Catchpoint has a team, Tracy Williams and Matt Riddle.
Alright.
That's it for the 4th. On the 5th, we've got the doubleheader from
Chikara!
Both shows emanating from the Wrestle Factory.
Yeah.
The first one is Counting Backwards. That starts at 2 p.m. We're going to have Officer Warren Barksdale versus The Big Deal. we're going to have a 4 corners elimination tag team match pitting the Sea Stars and the Big Deal, Team Big Deal, versus 2 other mystery teams.
Yeah. So
we don't know who it's going to be, but somebody could potentially walk away with all 3 points to contend for the championships. It's a good night if you can eliminate all 3 teams.
Yeah. It's also very difficult to do.
Yeah. We're going to have Drew Gulak versus Juke Joint Lucas Calhoun. The Thunder Frog defends the Young Lions Cup Championship against the Hermit Crab.
All right.
The tag team match, Dasher Hatfield and Heidi Lovelace. They take on Icarus and Mark Angelicetti. And in the main event, we have the England versus Ecuador challenge.
Yes.
As Zack Sabre Jr. takes on Juan Francisco de Coronado. Between those, between the doubleheader, we can talk about AIW's Night 2 of the Double Dare Tag Team Tournament. Because on top of having what I'm guessing will be the semifinals and finals of the tournament, we're also going to have a women's championship match as the new women's champion Shayna Baszler is going to defend against Britt Baker.
All right. Ladies action.
And then at 7 o'clock we head back to the Wrestle Factory for the second show 2, not night 2.
Yeah.
Show 2, which is Like Phantoms Forever.
Still from Chikara.
Yes. Still from the Wrestle Factory.
Yeah.
Still from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Still from Pennsylvania.
It'd be weird if it was from the same building but in a different city.
Yeah. That's my favorite. We're going to have Bullet Ant against Rock Lobster. Grudge match. This sort of spawning from pre-King of Trios events, culminating at King of Trios with the reinstatement of Max Smashmaster. He's going to go against Princess Kimberly. Missile Assault Man will go against Wani. We have a 8-person Atomicos match where we have Pharaoh Ant, Worker Ant, Soldier Ant, and Fire Ant representing the JLA. And they will take on the Hexed Man, which I'm pretty sure will be Frightmare and all 3 members of the Batiri. And then in the main event, what I'm pretty sure is a grand championship match, Ophidian challenges Hollow Wicked. You're invested because Ophidian's your guy.
No, I'm so. I got both my guys on that show going against the Hexmen.
Yeah.
Because I got Amasa's Pharaoh Ant in that Atomicos match, so I'm pulling for both my boys and the Colony, just because the Colony is cool.
Yeah. All right. And then that's it for Saturday. On Sunday the 6th, we have another tournament from Beyond Wrestling.
We have 2 tournaments in
2 tournaments
one
in the same
show.
2 tournaments in 2 shows on one day. Because we have the tournament for today, not to be confused with the tournament for tomorrow. And they're going to be doing this in 2 different shows. One starts at 2, one starts at 6. So we're going to go on the 2 o'clock show. We're going to have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Limitless Keith Lee.
Oh, holy crap.
Donovan Dijak versus John Silver. Matt Riddle versus Chris Dickinson. And Jonathan Gresham versus Jaka. That's going to be in the Beyond's section of the tournament. We also have Women's Wrestling Revolution section of the tournament. Jessica Havoc takes on Beta Scott. Lufisto takes on Taylor Hendricks. Kimberly takes on Sonia Strong. And Deanna Purrazzo takes on Alexis.
All right.
And then in non-tournament action, we're going to have Chris Hero versus Brian Melonis. And the Hit Squad versus mystery opponents.
Interesting.
We're going to take a quick break and then come back at 6 p.m. to finish up the tournament. So the 6 p.m. show will have the semifinals and finals of the tournaments, along with Sami Callihan teaming with Scarlett and Graves, which is Dave Christ, Desmond Xavier, and Zachary Wentz. They're going to take on 4 members of the Crusade for Change. We're going to have a 6-man tag match as EYFBO and Pinky Sanchez, representing Team Isuzu, take on Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, and who's the third one? Drew Gulak, representing the Gentleman's Club. We're going to have Brian Fury versus Hanson.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's going to be good.
Hot Sauce Tracy Williams versus Joey Janela. In women's action, 6 women's tag team match. Solo Darling teams with the Sea Stars to take on Mr. Spellmont, Davian, and Miranda Vianette. And then we're going to have the Secret City Soldiers Anthony Stone, Davey Cash, and Chris Pyro versus Massage Envy and Johnny Cockstrong.
What do you say to a team like that? Don't touch me there.
You send Joey Ryan a wish you were here card.
You said no.
Wish you were hard card.
That,
Wish you were here
you
card.
Could have even written what you just said better. That came out naturally. That's okay.
Shh.
It's okay.
Shh.
It's okay.
Didn't take that long.
No, we ran through that pretty quick.
But
be prepared for all of those results next week, along with shows. I think we've only got like 4 shows the following weekend.
We're gonna have, I'm guessing, 5 shows.
Oh,
because it's all gonna be Shimmer.
So lots of ladies in the upcoming shows next week.
Yeah.
And then the following results.
And the week after that, we have the WSU CZW doubleheader.
All right. So look forward to that. But for now, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Also, click all the links down in the description that send you to all of our social medias. Those are the ones down at the bottom of the description. You get all of our social medias, you get all of our pages, you get our podcast link where you can listen to videos like this and all of our regular reviews like Raw Review, SmackDown Rundown, and the Midweek Wrap-Up. But the most important links in this video are the ones at the top of the description because they send you to all the guys that we talk about on a regular basis here on the Indie News.
Like ChikaraPro.com.
ROHWrestling.com.
CZWrestling.com.
LookMonoFans.com.
Tons more than that, guys.
But we want to add more. If you have a favorite, if
Bring
you have
them
a
on.
local, send us any links to any matches, upcoming information. If we can take a look, we like what they're doing, we will continue to talk about them on the show, and we'll give you a shout out for bringing them to our attention. We've also got extra videos if you want to check out some less reviewy, more YouTube-y. Go over to Reasonable Wrestling Fans. That link's down there as well.
That's reasonable, the W.
Like wrestling, where you get all of our unboxing videos, you get our reaction videos, you get our punishment and wager videos once the predictions are done, which you'll be getting one of those this week as we have predictions on yesterday's, technically, Hell in a Cell. So,
yeah, where you see one of us is going to end up getting hit with a chair.
Yeah.
Or both of us.
Or both of us. Depends on how Hell in a Cell goes. But for all of our videos, you'll want to, all the videos that you don't get podcast from, you want to come over here, like our review of Hell in a Cell.
The prediction videos for the pay-per-views.
Yeah, prediction videos,
the
top 5
videos.
stuff like that.
And any other special events like the Cruiserweight Classic and stuff like that.
Yeah. Anything that's got like its own special show, we'll do.
So in case they do, because there's rumor that early next year we could be seeing the Women's Wrestling Classic.
Which would be awesome. So you'll only find that over here on our Wrestling Rundown YouTube channel. So
Not the podcast.
Yeah, not that one.
SoundCloud.
Yeah. So,
Podcast.
thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. Bop! Ooh.